It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert. Hey!
Hey!
It's perfect match time!
We're back, baby.
We are so back. Wow.
And it is as awkward as ever when Izzy's on screen, and I love it.
It's really weird how much he needs a wall in between him and prospective partners.
Yeah, I mean, they all do, all these pod people. It's really hard to deconvert from being a pod person after you've left the cult.
But Izzy was so confident. Do you remember? Everybody was like, wow, Izzy has swagger. You know, he was so confident. And without
in the pods.
In the pods. No, with the wall. But now it's like he is a shell of himself.
He really is. Stacy did a number on him.
Well, also that family made him just feel so poor.
Yes.
They sunk him like the Titanic.
Yes. I heard production actually flied him out on Spirit just like
just to really put him in his place.
Yeah, just to put him in his place right off the bat. He had to take like 3 boats to get there.
I really wanted him to know. This made him come out on 3 different life rafts too. Yeah. I really wanted him to know.
So messed up.
I know.
Yeah, not even life rafts. It was the door.
It was door. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the Oppenheimer thing that's going on? Did you catch this? People kept talking about Oppenheimer. I'm very confused.
Okay, so what were the things that you were hearing?
When Izzy pulls up with, did he pull up with Brighton? We'll get to it. Izzy pulls up with someone says, "Is that an Oppenheimer?" That's what somebody says. I don't know if they're talking about his shirt. Was he wearing an Oppenheimer shirt? And then when Micah doesn't match with Izzy, Steven says, "What? You don't like Oppenheimer?" I don't know what the reference is.
I don't get it either because this was filmed before the movie. So
okay, so what is Oppenheimer in this context?
That's a great question.
Well, it was filmed last summer, which is when Oppenheimer came out.
There's no way. There's no way that they think that it has anything to do with the movie. There's no way.
Barbenheimer was so hot last summer.
You think?
If anybody knows what these Oppenheimer references were, it's referenced twice. Please comment.
Please go on our Instagram. When this was filmed. This had to have been filmed before, right?
I don't know. It was sometime last summer. Alex says,
girlfriend Maria knows.
Oh, the twins, the selling. My girlfriend Maria says the selling twins are named Oppenheimer. So it's the selling Sunset twins. Oh, they work at Oppenheimer Realty. So it's saying like, oh, they look like they're the Oppenheimers.
Okay, how confusing.
I was thinking, I was like, wait, I know that something else is Oppenheimer. Because actually on Sunset,
we're still riding that wave.
I drove by it. It's like, it's like, how did we not know? It's like, that's Netflix. It's they should have put somebody, but it's like, oh, I guess, do they always wear Hawaiian shirts or something in Oppenheimer?
Yeah.
Not in Oppenheimer. In Selling Sunset, do the Oppenheimer twins always wear Hawaiian shirts?
Yes. Why is their company called the Oppenheimer Company?
Because they created their descendants of Oppenheimer.
Are they really?
I have no idea. I've never seen an episode.
It's because every house is the bomb. Yeah, you gotta buy this house. It's the bomb.
Yes. No, they're just twins, Maria says. So I don't know. Alex Lake wants to know if the dude is small and bald.
Which dude?
One of the Oppenheimers.
One of the Oppenheimers?
Yes. I have no idea.
Is quite the opposite, sir.
Wow, we have listener Maria in the Instagram chat.
For the first time.
And girlfriend Maria in the YouTube chat. This is a lot to handle.
Fight.
So Listener Maria says she thinks this was filmed in February of last year. I don't know. Clearly, it's not, the Oppenheimer that we were thinking of.
Clearly not.
Clearly, I haven't watched
Unless they're
either.
unless this cast is really into looking ahead at what Christopher Nolan's next projects are, which I can't get that vibe from them. I can't.
Oh, Maria says, just to spell it out, the Oppenheimers are also bald. So this is what really makes it sense. He was serving Oppenheimer.
Okay. I'm glad we could get all this cleared up at the top of the show.
Yeah, Izzy also
everyone needed that itch to scratch.
Izzy also really like blew up in a bad way, like a bomb. And
yes, a really quiet, tiny little.
A really quiet bomb, but
just a little one. One that flattens an ant colony.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was no sex scene in Izzy's Oppenheimer.
No.
These are the things I know about the movie Oppenheimer.
Yes.
That I didn't see. Okay. If this is your first time watching or listening to Reality Alert, welcome. I'm Max Geyser. This is Ben Overzet. We're going to be recapping every episode here on Reality Alert Podcast. You can catch us live on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram all simultaneously. So you should subscribe.
And we're live in Times Square right now. Hello, New York.
Hello, New York City. You can check us out on all those platforms. On YouTube, just go to youtube.com/Reality Alert. On Instagram, we are at Reality Alert Podcast. Those are the best platforms to check us out on. And also, you should go to patreon.com/Reality Alert, because after we are done recapping all of the episodes this week, we are going to be doing 1 and 2. Today is Friday. We're going to be doing 3 and 4 on Saturday and 5 and 6 on Monday. On Tuesday, we're going to be on our Patreon doing Match Center, our bonus Perfect Match coverage, where we are going to be covering the social media of the week. We're going to be talking about our predictions for the rest of the week. We're going to be playing some games. The coverage does not stop with the main feed, so come support the podcast and have some fun over on the Patreon. Tons of people there. That's patreon.com/Reality Alert. Isn't that right?
Very exciting.
Yes, and tons of other stuff that we've done. We have close to 100 episodes of previous seasons, like Love is Blind season 1, The Circle season 1, Love is Blind Sweden. We just did the Ultimatum Queer Love. A lot of fun stuff. So come check it out.
Only $5.
Only $5 a month it starts.
It's basically charity that we're doing.
Yeah.
Very cool for all of you.
Yes, but should we start talking about Oppenheimer?
Let's get into it.
Oh, yes, sorry. Perfect Match season 2.
Let's recap Oppenheimer.
Yeah, you can tell me all about it.
So Benny Safdie's character. Let's get into
it. So anyway, Perfect Match episode 1, season 2. Nick Lachey, he welcomes us to Tulum. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Tulum, Mexico.
Hi, I'm Nick Lachey.
He gets a new intro. He gets a whistle. It's obvious who he is.
I can't whistle.
You can't whistle?
No.
Anyone can whistle, Ben. That's what they say. Easy. Woohoo!
This is the best I can do.
Yeah, I thought it was cool because
I whistle the way Izzy games. It's not good.
With great effort.
With great effort, but with poor execution.
Yeah, no rewards. They say it's a wolf whistle in the subtitles for Nick Lachey. I thought that was cool.
That is cool.
He has
they got an actual wolf.
Alpha energy. All the wolves come out.
Yeah. Are we sure it wasn't just Brighton doing the whistle?
Yeah, it was Brighton coming out
with that true alpha energy.
Yes. In the previews we see, we know another proposal is going to happen. I think that's very exciting. We hear, "Will you marry me?" Wow.
That's crazy.
Another genuine Perfect Match proposal.
I think maybe Joey and Chriselle just come down.
They come back
they do
for another genuine proposal.
Yes. We all celebrate their love.
I have to say, though, sometimes these ridiculous shows produce the most genuine relationships. Like Bachelor in Paradise, I think, has produced a lot of engagements, marriages, and children, maybe more than The Bachelor has at this point. You get a lot of couples out. So maybe one day Perfect Match will do the same for Netflix.
Well, there was so much success from the first season. So
yeah, I mean, everyone's still together.
Francesca's married now, right? So everything's great.
Maybe things will change. Who knows?
Maybe.
But Dom realizes
Izzy and Micah, it's just the beginning of their love story. I'm telling you, we're just at the start of it.
Dom realizes he can't just sit back anymore. He needs to pursue people. So now he's going to find his true love.
Yes.
So we meet Tolu first. She says finding your perfect match means finding that person that makes everything in your body tingle with excitement. She says she's ready for games and looking. She's done with games and she's looking for a relationship. She also lets us know she was the main character of The Trust.
Yeah,
So
that's fair.
She's ready to be the main character again.
Yes. Good. I like that energy going.
Yes. All these people are upset about people with main character energy. Well, you want to be the side character in your life? You want to just sit around?
You want to be an Izzy?
Yeah.
Really?
Don't be an Izzy. Be a Tolu.
You're just a side character that drowns with the Titanic.
Yes. So Steven and Brighton entered together. Steven says he's been mistaken for Pete Davidson, but mostly Machine Gun Kelly. And then he makes a Water Gun Kelly joke. Too late. Miles from Circle Season 6 already made that joke. So very embarrassing on his
must
part.
Go to the same barber, I think.
Yeah.
You guys. And they point to the magazine. They go, give me the Pete. Give me the Pete.
He says he gets what he wants 99% of the time.
Wow.
So I guess
he must be a billionaire.
On his Too Hot to Handle season, when he went after Georgia the whole time and failed and just looked sad the whole time, I guess we just watched 1% for the whole season.
Guess so. Yep.
Yeah. Brighton introduces himself in the third person for some reason.
Yeah, and then very quickly bails on it.
I know.
Halfway through his thought, he just starts saying I instead of Brighton.
Is he afraid of commitment? Is that what that means? Because I was hoping he was going to talk in third person the whole show.
It's not very alpha energy to start talking in third person and then switch.
Yeah, I was really hoping it was going to last. He said he hopes the ladies in the house are ready because he's coming. I don't think they were ready for such
an enthusiastic young man.
Yeah, such a non-toxic individual.
Just very enthusiastic.
Yes, a gentleman,
a go-getter,
a scholar.
Yes, a go-getter.
Yes. Dominique, she reveals on her last show that she was attracted to the girls more than the guys, she says. Now, unless this was explicitly stated on the show, I have a hard time paying attention to Too Hot to Handle sometimes. I missed this. I don't think this was stated on the show. Somebody can correct me about this. We did a full cast breakdown, a cast assessment. You can check that out. I said I was confused about her edit on the show because she's kind of like, I just want to focus on myself, and she's barely on the show after like episode 2 or 3. So apparently she was just attracted to the women, and that's what happened.
Yeah, might end up being what's happening here, because the guys aren't really they're not really doing a great job.
I think they're so good. I would want my female friends to date them. You know, they're really good. I would feel really good about it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, but Dominic,
it was so kind of Harry to give her an extra great option on top of the great option she already had.
Yeah, we don't see her like connecting with any of the women on Too Hot to Handle. We just see her saying, I want to focus on myself right now.
Maybe this is a prelude, though, to something that's going to happen later this season. Maybe another woman might be interested in her.
I hope so.
That would be cool. Would that be? I think that'd be a first for Perfect Match.
No, because didn't Francesca and Carousel match up?
Yes,
they had a match.
Yes.
As Chris would say, I'm not offended by that.
I'm not offended.
That'd be cool.
Hey, bro.
Are you like bi-curious? I'm like cool with that. I'm cool with that. That'd be fun. That'd be like fun for me.
So like threesome?
Threesome? Definitely. That means that's like code word for threesome, right?
Chris is does he have to have a legal guardian there with him since he's clearly 11 years old?
Well, he has to have a handler with him because he's like a Disney prince. You know, they have to walk around. Yeah.
Yes.
Micah, she says she's been going through a lot in life, but she's definitely a catch. Okay. She's cute. She's nice. And she's got a big butt. That's what she said.
There we go. The big three.
The big three. Okay.
You got to have those three.
Yep. Kaz, the things these people say, I'm just like, you really want this to go down like this is going to live on Netflix until it goes out of business, and then it's going to live on the internet. He says there is going to be an all-you-can-eat buffet, and he's hungry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. What's he gonna eat?
Human. Cannibal.
Oh my god. Kaz.
Izzy comes out. He says his Netflix universe crush is Micah. But you know, Tolu, she says in confessional that Izzy was ready for marriage and she's looking for a husband. So let's see where it can go.
Wow, promising.
She also says they got that bald thing going on, that Oppenheimer. You know
I like
what I'm talking
that.
about? Yeah. They're bald, so they're both scientists who make bombs. So
imagine how many cue ball jokes they could make if they went and shot some pool together.
Oh my god.
It'd be a lot of fun.
They could take their heads and reflect the sun and try to like kill ants, like using a magnifying glass.
Yes. They could both cosplay at an X-Men convention.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, that'd be really sick.
Elise says people are going to be surprised by her naughtiness. She always says this, and then she's like, not
very tame.
She's not naughty. She said the same thing on Too Hot to Handle, and then she's not. Which I don't have a problem with her not being. Well,
I do. I have a problem with it.
I don't. I did on Too Hot to Handle. I don't when it comes to like Harry Jowsey being like really pressuring her.
Oh, I want everybody to be a little bit naughty.
Yeah, she can be a little naughty, a little baby naughty.
I just want to see everybody in their little timeouts from time.
Yeah. You know? No. She's always like, I'm going to be so naughty. I'm the naughtiest. And then she's like, I have to get to know you first, and I want to be in a serious relationship.
Ooh, it's 8 p.m. It's time for bed.
I want to take you.
My hot tea ready.
You have to win my heart if you want to go skiing in the Alps with me. I'm a skier with Mumsy and Dadsy. It's like, okay. Xanthi says,
I need to read you a story before bedtime, Harry. This is about a little prince named Harry Jowsey.
Harry.
Xanthi says she goes for the bad boys.
Yeah,
but the bad boys can't touch her until they're married. It's a Greek tradition.
Yes.
No touching.
Once you're married, you can do all the kissing contests with all the guys you want.
Yes.
That's the rules.
If you want to get invited to Greek Easter, you can't kiss her until you're married, okay? And then you can do it. Yes.
Maybe she turns into a frog if she gets kissed.
Oh.
We're going with this prince theme.
Yes, it's a prince theme. How can we make it Greek, though? What kind of...
like a Greek frog?
Yeah, in a diner. That's... Yeah.
This is... Hey, Pixar, don't you go stealing our idea.
Yeah.
And the dad that works at a diner.
And the dad puts Windex on everything. There's Windex.
Oh, right. Like Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Yes.
Awesome.
Oh my god, we cracked the game. Opa! Hey! Uzo. Okay. And then everybody's about to do a toast, and they're like, wait a minute, someone's missing. And then it's like, bam, 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 down, 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 down. And then fucking Harry Jowsey walks in, mate. Harry fucking
Hello,
Jowsey.
loves.
Hello, love. I came from England. I'm Harry Jowsey. His
Looks like
accent
things
sounded
just
a little
got
weird.
little more airy up in here.
His accent sounded a little off because I'm 100% sure he's from Cockney part of England, right? Like
Yeah.
London town.
100%. Definitely not from any other country.
He's not from Australia. Maybe he spent time there.
He's
like the
definitely
outback.
he's from up under.
Yeah,
Up under the old Big Ben.
His London Bridge keeps falling down. Yeah, so he said he didn't want to go on Perfect Match because he had 3 X's on it. What a predicament.
Oh,
what are you going to
boy.
do then?
X's is generous. That's generous. like they were official in some way.
Well, Francesca and him were engaged.
They were, yes, but the other 2 not so much.
Yeah, I don't think Georgia was his ex at the time.
Yeah.
Or like I think she kind of was. And
I
I don't
was
think
more of a fling than an X situation.
Yeah. He says all he knows is that the perfect match wins, and that didn't happen last season because she cheated on that guy with me. Oh, Harry.
Harry.
Oh, Harry.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Oh, Jordan Staff from The Circle Season 6 is here. And he says, here to say I can't stand Brighton with a single fucking fiber in my body. Jordan, is Brighton your new Miles? Yes or no?
Yeah, Jordan's trying to move all the heat on him off to another person. He's trying to push it to Brighton now.
Bro, that is such bullshit.
Yeah, so Harry fucking shows up and instantly, it all changes.
What up, you little cream pies?
That was very lewd to call people cream pies. I don't know if anyone's ever called anyone a cream pie in my presence. That's like a very
it's a sweet, endearing term.
That's a sweet, endearing term?
Oh, yeah. Well, who doesn't love a good cream pie?
Yeah, what does that mean, cream pie?
It's just a sweet, delicious bunch of, cum, right? That's all.
Where's the cum been? Like, where are you getting the cum out of?
Just, wherever.
Okay. All right, cool.
Wherever is necessary.
So Dominique says in confessional that he's always been nice to her, but that she hears from Harry's exes that he doesn't have a great reputation about being kind to women, and that the Netflix ex-wives tell all. And that makes me thinking, shouldn't we have a Harry Jowsey exes tell all on Netflix? Like, why don't they do that special? Everybody would be down. I think he would be down. It'd be like the roast of Harry Jowsey. He would get in the big chair, and it would be him and all of his exes just talking shit about him.
Look, there's plenty of MTV shows that Netflix can copy. Okay. Why stop at just The Challenge or anything like that? Let's move on to X on the Beach. Let's get Harry Jowsey and all of his exes on the beach together, please.
Yeah. Or why don't we just do Flavor of Love with Harry Jowsey, but like have all of his exes there too? Like Harry Jowsey is ridiculous enough to just build a show around. Why haven't we done it yet?
Yes.
I'm in.
I'm in too. He could dance with every one of them for competition, just like Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, he's like a quintuple threat. He can sing, he can dance, he can act,
he can kiss.
Wow.
He
can read French.
Yep. And he makes the best cream pies in the world.
Yes. So we get this game, Let It Roll. So it's this dice game where one die dictates the action and the other faces and dictates who to do the actions with. I like this game. I like that it's not a compatibility challenge and it's just like an icebreaker.
It feels like it. Yeah, it's a dice breaker challenge.
A dice breaker.
It feels like a camp, like a kids camp challenge a little bit. Yeah, but
I don't know. I went to sleepaway camp. We did not. You
didn't have giant fuzzy dice.
That made us like hook up and stuff. We kind of just did that.
You guys didn't do body shots off each other in camp.
No, but everybody kind of just like does that stuff on your own because it's a sleepaway camp. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah,
That
brother.
hot American summer, dude.
Yeah. Anyway, Brighton Roller's Choice. Micah picks Brighton gets Roller's Choice and picks Micah. She just puts in her cleavage though. You know, it's day one. We're not getting full body shots yet. I feel like we'll get there though, you know?
Hopefully.
We're not getting the full spring break real world body shots out of the belly button. That's the most intimate body shot that you get for some reason.
What happens if you have an Audi instead of an innie?
Body shots just aren't.
It's not gonna happen.
Or it's like more intimate because like you're sucking on someone's Audi, right?
Yeah, that's hot.
And you have
really
to like
hot.
you have to like suck in your stomach to create kind of like a cavity for the body shot to happen.
It was interesting how every guy that was walking in, they were like, do you have an Audi or an innie?
Yeah, that was
the one
weird.
guy came in, he was like, I had an Audi, and everyone was like, oh, it's the only Audi.
Okay, so if you have an Audi belly button and you've had body shots taken, well, not out of your Audi belly button, off of your Audi belly button, if you could DM us or email us at realitylurkpodcast@gmail.com, yeah, we'll have you on. We'll interview you probably for 2 hours or so about how this could work out.
And, you know, we'd love to have your Audi on the show too, if possible. Yeah,
please. But Micah, you know, she's into the prospects of this.
That's a hot Micah summer for sure.
It's a hot Micah summer. Okay. It's all about Micah.
Cool.
Here we go. She's gonna beat her mean girl image, okay? This is the Micah rebrand, okay? She's not a mean girl. She's a hot girl.
She's gonna prove once and for all to Paul that she would make a great mother on this
Dominique plays Truth or Dare, and she goes to Brighton, and he picks Truth. That is so lame.
It is lame.
Yes.
Boring. Boo tomato, boo tomato, boo tomato.
This is how you know this guy is a wimp. He acts all alpha and macho, and then he picks Truth. She asks, what's your favorite sex position? And he says missionary, but my arms are holding her legs towards the bed. And then she does some follow-up questions. But he says that she looks good, but he's here to win the game.
Yes.
He'll do whatever's necessary to win the $6 million
regular
prize.
Missionary, if that's what he has to do.
Yeah, he'll do whatever it takes.
Yeah. He'll be on the bottom if that's what it takes.
Did you know that Harry Styles was a test tube baby? Because this makes more sense to me than anything in the world. Because
we've got 2 test tube babies 2 seasons in a row. I love it.
This man would have to be made in a test tube because he's so perfect
in every way. Yep.
Yes. Yes. Harry says he wants to walk out a perfect match with no STDs and a girlfriend. He says he wants to be in love.
I think those are solid goals.
The
STDs thing especially is like a really good solid goal to have going on this show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Xanthi, she gets Roller's Choice and she chooses Steven to do a body shot off of her, but it's off of her toes.
I love sucking toes. I don't know,
man. He just loves sucking toes.
So no kisses before marriage, but toe sucks. Okay.
Yeah.
The Greeks are freaks, apparently.
Yeah, this is very different than last season.
I don't think I can ever get, feet horny.
Well, Steven and Xanthi can get feet horny. We can get feet horny now.
It's amazing. We're seeing all the different cultures.
Yeah, French people.
From France to Greece.
Yeah, we're going to stereotype based on individuals. So French people can't get feet horny quickly, but Greek and Americans can.
Big time.
It's very good to know.
I'm not just out here looking for toes. I promise.
Yeah.
Now,
for ankles too.
Now, what I want to know is why wasn't Xanthi calling them her little piggies?
Why would you say that? Probably is just tuning in. That is Xanthi squealing on the Circle Season 5. Wow.
Any chance I can get.
Yeah. Xanthi has not cheated in any of her relationships. Kaz has made 90% of the girls he's been with squirt.
Wow. Okay.
So he's just tickling them till they pee, right? And then he calls it squirting. Is that what's happening?
definitely.
He's just
Yeah.
making them pee their pants.
He likes
Oh,
to
you're
bring,
squirting. I'm
he
making
likes
you
to bring
squirt.
Nerf squirt guns with him.
Yeah.
And he makes them all squirt.
Izzy does a shot out of Micah's mouth. Poor Micah.
Oh no. So sad.
Izzy feels uncomfortable because he's 30 and 5'10 on a good day. Izzy is so hard on himself and so awkward.
Dude, I'm telling you, Stacy did a number on him.
Yeah,
like, the whole family.
He's so
Stacey's
different.
family just put him.
What?
I mean, my God, I bet he hasn't made a single sale at Globe Life ever since.
What happened to the old Izzy? He used to be so different.
I saw you railing into her ass, and I got so turned on. All right, fuckers, what's going on?
He used to be so exciting. Yeah, come on, listen to that. All that gusto was gone.
Yeah. Oh, so sad.
That Kaz lap dance on Tolu was impressive. I think somebody commented, why does it look so natural? It looks very natural.
It did. Yeah.
Yeah. I would hire him for a party if he was interested.
Yeah. Party of one.
I mean, if that's what I was into. First night party time. Harry and Tolu talk. You know, his big flirty thing is that he plays really dumb. That's his thing. He's like, "Oh, I thought your Africa earrings were Antarctica."
Yeah.
Aren't I stupid? Get it?
Harry.
Oh, Harry. You're so stupid.
What do you suppose that big shiny ball is in the sky, love?
What
the
does that
moon, you
do?
say?
The moon? Is that the moon? If I look at it, would I gain superpowers? What? How about I stare at it all day?
You know, I hear that moon is made of cheese, love. Maybe we could, get a bottle of wine and head up there. What do you say, love? Huh?
Come with me with my umbrella. It will take us to the sky.
I don't think it's a long trip. I mean, I can see it from here.
Look, Harry doesn't want to be judged by his past red flags, okay? In his confessionals, he says he's changed a lot, and on Too Hot to Handle is the worst version of himself, okay?
Wow.
He's really
Not
changed.
Dancing with the Stars?
He got 6th place, all based on talent, not audience vote.
That's right.
He's really good at dancing. That's why they invited him to go on tour.
Yes. Well, he learned his ballroom dancing from the Queen herself, right?
Yes.
Did everything in London.
That's why she died. That's why having to watch Harry dance. Harry and Xanthi. Harry says Xanthi's name with full Greek pronunciation sounds like it's from Avatar. It's like he has
cool. Yeah.
He has the moves, you know. This is like he really likes to flatter people.
Like the little Avatar people.
You know, he just has what's going on. Avatar is really in the zeitgeist. People say it's not, but it is.
The box office proves it.
Yeah, okay.
Just look at the numbers.
Xanthi says she doesn't trust a single one of these men. What have these men done to not earn her or our trust?
I mean, I trust every one of them with my life.
Yeah.
I really do.
Dominique tells Brighton that she's from the Bay Area and she did professional ballet. So if they walk out of there together, they're going to watch the Nutcracker every single year. Can't you just see Brighton sitting at the ballet, loving the Nutcracker every year?
I can't. I absolutely can. Yeah. You want to know alpha energy? That's alpha energy.
Oh, they're fighting the Rat King. This is sick. He hops on stage, starts fighting the Rat King.
That was beautiful.
Yes. He's like, you want to walk out of here together? He's like, but they decide to match. They decide, why not? We're gonna fight a lot. It's gonna be super hot. Let's just match up together. That toxic energy.
Love toxic energy.
Yes,
it's perfect.
Harry and Elise. Elise says her turn-ons are someone cool. Harry, confident. Harry, big hands. Harry, who dresses cool. Harry, and someone like Harry.
And a chimney sweep.
A chimney sweep.
Someone who uses a umbrella for travel.
Oh, that's like Harry.
Yeah.
Tap dances with penguins. Harry. Harry pulls out a really cool move. He pretends to not be able to pronounce her name. That's
a great nagging
smooth
move.
Operator.
Oh yeah.
He says he thinks going after his type hasn't worked for him, and his type is short, brunette, and tan. Now, we've heard this before, that some people like to go after brunettes.
Typically go for like brunettes. I feel like brunettes are sort of wife vibes.
I mean, I get it. Brunettes are wife vibes.
Now, hold on a second, because they're both in vitro babies. Now, there's something about in vitro babies where they only go after brunettes. Now, we need to do a study or something here that proves is there any in vitro babies out there that like blondes? First off, can someone comment in the chat? We need to know. Because there's a pattern forming here.
That is amazing.
What is it about these in vitro babies? So fixated on brunettes.
Science. It's science.
Science.
But Harry says something. He also wants to have children with blue eyes, so he pursues women with blue eyes.
Okay.
I wouldn't say anything like that public.
I think Harry's going to be going the in vitro route too.
Yeah, he wants to.
He's very specific about what he wants.
Yeah. All right. Well, they match up. Great.
Yeah.
I just think that you shouldn't judge Harry on his previous red flags, and you should judge him on his current red flags. You know what I'm talking about?
Only the current ones.
Only
like
the current
him calling Elise his little chicken.
Yes. Micah
it's so funny after he says that. I'm like, this must be like British humor that I don't understand.
Yeah. So Micah and Tolu are talking, and Izzy comes and talks to Micah, and it gets so awkward that Tolu has to leave. But let's listen to what Izzy says to Micah, because I can't even really summarize how awkward it is.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've seen you, and so like Love is Blind, you see everything. So like I followed you because we went through the same thing, and I watched your TikToks because you're funny as fuck, and that I can appreciate.
Okay.
Loved your personality. You do have a dog, don't you?
Have a dog. Yeah.
Oh my god, this is so awkward. I'm like fanboying over here. I don't really try to like spit some game at you. I'm just like, I'm gonna come talk to you.
What would be your game? If you had to give me game, what would
god.
you say?
How are you?
I don't know. Apparently you already know all about me.
Please don't take me as a creep. Oh god. I don't even want to think about it. It's so cringe. Probably gave her the ick with that.
Oh god.
Never mind, I'm gonna shut up.
Please don't take me as a creep.
Did you get your hair cut since your last talk, by the way? It looks a little different. Your nails are a different color too.
You should really lock your house at night.
I could see in the last video that your door was unlocked. And I also, based on the features outside of your window, I know exactly where you live. So
I got your
fix that.
I got your car and oil changed the other day. You're welcome. If you notice, the light's no longer on.
Disturbing. Very disturbing.
I don't know why Micah says this. She says that Izzy is a great guy, but he's a nerdy guy, and it reminds her of Paul. So that's not a direction she wants to go in. Do you think when she says nerdy guy, this is code word for reminds me of a serial killer, just like Paul?
Yeah, probably.
That's the vibe I'm getting.
I mean, at least Paul had a little bit of game, Izzy does not have any at all.
It's been taken from him.
Yes. Stacy's family sucked it out of him.
Micah and Kaz. So Kaz, Micah kind of gets duped by Kaz. She's like, "You're my number one. I want to be with you. Let's match." And he's like, "Maybe we should talk to other people. And if we don't connect, let's come back."
Yeah.
That's karma for turning down Izzy, the purest of heart. The purest of heart. His favorite movie is Titanic.
That's right.
His heart will go on.
Oh, always the one in the water and never the one on the door.
Poor Izzy.
So sad.
So Tolu and Izzy turn out matching up. Tolu says they have a bald head Megamind connection. So I think that's really what it is.
I love that.
Yes, I think they're the real Oppenheimers here.
Yes.
Because they're both bald.
Well, yeah, I was going to say if Oppenheimer was bald, then definitely.
Yes.
The bombs are kind of bald, though. So maybe
yes, that's what I meant. They're the bombs.
Big boy and little boy, right?
Yes.
Not what the names of the bombs.
I know the airplane was the Enola Gay.
Yeah.
I don't know the bombs.
Yeah. I think it was Big Boy or something.
Big Boy or something.
Yeah.
Yes. Xanthi and Steven, Xanthi just wants to stay away from the bad boys for now, okay? She wants the bad boys away from her pretty toes. So
she's had some bad experience watching the Will Smith and Martin Lawrence movies, and she just wants to stay away.
Yeah. She knows when the fourth one comes out, she's going to be there, front row. But for now, she's trying to be good.
No spoilers on the Bad Boys movie.
But didn't she listen to Steven?
I'm not just out here looking for toes. I promise.
We can't believe we can't trust you.
He's looking for fingers too, isn't he?
Can't trust you. All right, this really. All right, okay. I wrote this down in my notes. It's really weird after watching The Circle to not have heard Xanthi yell at this point.
It is, yeah, it is.
I mean, just listen to the or squeal, but listen to these sound bites.
Correct. All right. History.
I told you.
The drama, baby. We just met fucking Shuby.
I mean, she's yelled. Oh, this one's
good.
We
just met fucking Shuby.
Majestic mannequins, some accessories, some fabric to create your clothing.
Oh my God, we gotta impress you. We gotta impress you.
Do we get to dress the doll up, or do we?
We're dressing a mannequin. He just said it.
I can't hear anything as you're screaming.
She screams the whole show, so it's so weird in this one that she's not screaming. It's like she's like, well, I'm using my outside voice, which is quieter than my inside voice.
Yeah, apparently so.
Yeah, which is outside.
It must be the echoes from inside the mansion that help her.
Yeah,
there's no echoes outside.
But Kaz has a great has a great comment here.
Yeah,
Xanthi's got a Harley Quinn accent.
And when he said that, I was like,
he called it slightly psycho.
Yeah, he said she sounds cute or slightly psycho, but I like it.
Listen, I'm gonna keep it classy over here. You can keep it half gentleman over there and whatever. But
I was like,
that sounds like Marissa Tomei from My Cousin Vinny.
Yeah, it
is. They couldn't have been the tires. It couldn't have been the tires.
It could have been the tires.
Because it wasn't made from that model that year. And anyone from the South knows that if you put those tires on your car, there's no chance of getting out of the mud.
Yeah, I mean, I do see where he would have gotten the Harley Quinn thing from. I didn't think no.
Yeah, Harley Quinn does squeal.
I think she. Yeah, this is. I actually pulled this from the Harley Quinn movie. Yeah, sounds just like it. Steven and Micah. Micah says her last relationship was toxic, and this was after Paul. So clearly, she's been in a bunch of toxic relationships.
Wow. How many men have told her that she wouldn't be a good mother? Huh? That's messed up.
Yeah, that's messed up. And Steven goes, "Yeah, isn't toxic fun because it makes me think she wants me? Isn't that hot? Isn't it so hot?"
Pete Davidson energy.
It's like Britney Spears toxic, right? It's like cool.
Very cool.
Yeah. And Micah's like, I think Steven has a cool, like, artsy, dark vibe. Is he artsy? Is he?
He's edgy?
Is he dark?
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay.
I don't know about that.
Maybe a poser. It's kind of the vibe. But anyway, they match up. She's out of options. We see Elise and Harry in bed kissing. Hell yeah. And we cut to Brayton and Dominique. They argue about what constitutes a workout. So apparently, according to Brayton, Pilates is a workout. Yoga is not.
Yeah, okay.
But Brighton says the relationship will only work if Dominique opens her mind. So apparently she never opens her mind, and which means I'm pretty worried about her for the rest of her life because she's going to have a closed mind.
It's too bad we couldn't get Raven from Love is Blind on this because she's a big Pilates person.
Yes.
That would have been good to have her in the argument at some point.
Yeah, we need Pilates bodies, Raven or whatever her name is.
Yes.
Yeah, Dominique says this isn't a great start, but he's hot. So I can't argue with that.
Yeah, you can't. I liked how everybody was just like hoping that it was real drama, but it was just like some stupid fight over Pilates and yoga.
The drama, baby.
I know. We get to the compatibility challenge, motion in the ocean. Kaz says him and Xanthi have a great chance because one time he got a cookie delivered to his house and it said best sex ever. And he was like, who has that happened to? And I'm like, everyone. That happens to everyone. Everyone's gotten that cookie. You're not alone. Yeah. Everybody listening to this podcast.
And the cookie was soaking wet because of all the squirting that had happened.
And it was pee. He just has a pee fetish.
Yes.
He's only with he gets peed on.
All these things that Kaz says definitely happened. They were all real things that 100% happened.
It's like, Kaz, you have a golden shower fetish. You're just getting peed on. Squirting isn't pee. Maybe it is. Brayton and Dominique, they get into this little argument, but while they're strategizing.
Force equals massive acceleration. You go in the middle.
Okay.
You apply acceleration here. I'm gonna sit back.
All right, so you have to hump me. We just have to fuck each other dry.
Oh my god! Do you not listen to me?
I do, but your explanations have just not been on point. What was your major in college?
Engineering.
Okay.
So she said exactly what Harry used to win.
Yes. Yeah.
Like exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. But Brighton was on Squid Game.
He was on Squid Game.
He knows.
He knows. He dropped out of college football. He was created by God to do this. Yeah, I mean, during the challenge, Harry even comments, he's like, I don't think these people have like a basic understand of physics and what it takes to get a hanging cage across water. Because people just like go in the front of it and just like flail their bodies against each other. And it's like, you have to use motion to get it.
Yes. If your bodies are going different directions at different times, it's gonna stay stagnant.
Yes.
You're not gonna move forward.
No. Yeah. It's
like with Tolu and Izzy, it was really bad.
And they were just like hurting each other. Anthony was like, I don't like this. I have to pee. I was like, yeah, well, it's because you're just like banging into each other.
Yes. It was a funny competition. Yeah.
No, it was. Yeah, but Brighton says that he got the game plan to almost win from Harry. That's where it came from. But this wasn't nice. He made Dominique cry. It wasn't good. I didn't like this part, I think Brighton is a little toxic. Maybe. Jury's out.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, first the Pilates thing, now this. It's it's a lot.
I don't think we've ever made judgments on this podcast, so I don't necessarily want to do so. Say that he's a douchebag.
No,
I don't think we've ever said anything like that on this podcast.
We don't do that here.
No. Harry and Elise. Harry says in confessional that he doesn't want to hook up because sex is better with someone you love.
Oh.
So is he looking but then he's like pressuring her to like do things. So is it everything but sex do you think that he wants, or do you think he's just bullshitting in the confessional?
It's squirting, it's all sorts of it's cream pies, just not sex.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you think he wants to do everything but?
Yes.
Or do you think he just wants to have sex and he's just bullshitting confessionals?
Toe licking, I think, is okay. That's on the table.
Yes.
He's getting cookies in the morning saying best toe lick I've ever had.
Yeah, he says, we spooned your cuddler, but you wouldn't let me. And she says, I've been cheated on. I saw things about you on social media. And he's like, well, I hope you can build this trust quickly.
Yeah.
These men are
really horny. Can we hurry up on this trust?
These men, they are just, not God. They're really good people.
Really great people.
Yeah. Xanthi, Kaz, and Brighton are talking about how Brighton's like, well, maybe I'll get to go on a date and just switch things up with Dom, but Ariauzi's in control. Anything can happen. And Harry and Elise go to the boardroom, so things are going to switch up here.
Very cool.
It is cool stuff. Let's go.
What's up, guys?
Nick Lachey lets us know. So we have Chris from Date and Related, Justin from Surviving Paradise, Nigel from Too Hot to Handle, and Rom-Com Dom, Double Down Dom from
Drowsy
Season
Dom.
1. Drowsy Dom, Mr. Boring himself, is here. So Harry flat out asks Elise if she wants to match up. She says no. Harry, he brings up that all of the guys don't have foreskins and doesn't know which ones do, so that could change the dynamic. I think this is probably one of the most legitimate things to talk about when bringing somebody into the house.
Absolutely. I like this style of judging. I don't know if this is the style that they use on Dancing with the Stars for how they chose who moved forward.
It is.
Okay, good. Well, I think this should be the criteria moving forward for the rest of the game. Yes.
This is hard because it's like I don't know if they make it explicit like what country everybody is from or like where they're born, which would make things really a lot easier because like people in America are more likely to be circumcised. And if
I was surprised that Harry, for instance, coming from the UK,
coming from London town,
I would have thought that from London town you are not circumcised.
Maybe because he's spent so much time in the US, he got an adult circumcision to fit in.
That could be. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Or maybe there was a chimney sweep accident.
Yeah, definitely could have happened.
It could have happened.
Maybe when he was flying on his Mary Poppins umbrella, he got like sucked into a jet engine and his foreskin came out. Yeah. But he was okay.
Or maybe ran into an eagle or something.
Something like that. I mean, anything could have happened. All we know is that he doesn't have a foreskin.
Yeah, it's sad. Wow.
Yeah, we get him on the podcast. We'll have to ask him about it.
My views of Europeans, specifically Western Europeans, is completely flipped on its head.
Yeah. Harry says Dominique and Brighton are like two annoying little dogs next door. So she's just bringing up. I love that it's like it's just about like they're kind of annoying to have as neighbors. Like we're trying to hook up. You're already not trusting me and not touching my wiener.
Can we get scenes of like people banging on the wall going, keep it down over there, trying to get some fucking shut eye?
Calling downstairs to management, like a complaint. Or arguing about yoga versus Pilates as a workout. I do Bikram. I'm sweating.
Shut the fuck up over there. Get some fucking sleep.
Anyway,
there's next door posts.
Yeah. I want to see the passive aggressive notes that people left them.
You know, there are others that are sleeping here as well. Thank you. Please be considerate.
Who would leave the most? It would be Tolu. Tolu would leave really aggressive notes, like
You think
signed.
she'd go full Karen?
Yes. She wouldn't be passive aggressive. She would like yell at them in the morning and shame them in front of everybody. Like she would like hold a house meeting and yell at them.
Yes.
Based on based on what happened on the trust.
I like
and
that.
It would be just. You would side with her. Elise says that she knows Chris is here for the right reasons and he's really mature. So she sends him like
really?
She has well, I mean, I think we know that Elise has really poor judgment of people. So
do you think?
Yeah, I
don't believe it.
He's a really good guy and like we're friends and yeah.
He's a prince.
Yeah. Harry and Elise say the challenge brought Tolu and Izzy closer together, so they should test it. They think about Nigel, but Elise says he's a rocket. Doesn't rocket mean arugula when you're in England? So she's saying he's arugula.
Oh, okay.
He's arugula. I don't know what that means. He's a little bitter. She's saying he's bitter. A bitter leaf. He wants maybe something more rich or sweet, so they pick Dom because he's gorgeous.
Might as well be another language.
Yeah, right.
So confused.
We talk about aubergines, you know.
These Brits, when we're talking about Audis or foreskin, I'm like, what are you talking about?
I know. Yeah, I heard they all have Audi belly buttons in England.
They all do. Yep. You're right.
They all have foreskin and Audi belly buttons. Yeah. So Harry, they pick Dom, and Tolu's very exciting about it. She's into it as we get into episode 2.
Well, yeah, I mean, she's with Izzy, so
yeah, anything is better.
That's right.
Yes. Dom says he's happy to be back and ready to find a ride or die kind of partner. They have a good time. They talk about Jinx rules, what you're gonna do, and they enjoy themselves.
Yeah, looks like a fun time.
Yeah.
Izzy's screwed.
Izzy's fucked.
Yep.
Dominique and Chris, he lets us know his classic motto of let me see if I can find it. I have it right here. We're gonna love this one. I can't find it, but it's it is the less fucks you give. Oh,
The less fucks you give, the more fucks you get.
Hell yeah, brother.
That was his brother, right? Yeah.
That was him and his cousin.
Oh yes,
they look like brothers.
Yes.
I wish they both could have come on at the same time.
Why not?
I know.
He's not offended by that. He wouldn't be offended by that.
Yeah.
Both the cousins. He wouldn't.
I'm sure they date the same person all the time.
Probably. They seem like that type.
He does this whole like, you're bi, that's fun type thing, which we already talked about.
Threesome?
And he says, I'm not going to go for the kill. You got to preheat the oven a little bit, You got to preheat the oven,
Ew.
Gotta let her simmer,
You got to preheat the oven for all those cookies you're going to be sending out in the morning.
God, all those pea-soaked cookies. You got to send a gift basket of pea-soaked
cookies. A lot
of
notes going to be written on cookies for the morning.
So Chris comes back to the house. Apparently he has his foreskin, which really made me think he was going to get kicked out, but that's not the way that
and
it
yet
happened.
He didn't have an accent.
Yeah, the whole thing was very confusing.
I was so confused.
But he's probably been working at Disney World for a long time, so maybe he trained it out of him.
That could be.
Maybe he was one of the princes without British accents.
I will say, Micah was on the same season as Alexa. Maybe Micah could call Alexa, have her dad come down.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
And we could take care of this thing once and for all.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, Brighton really wanted Chris to prove it. And I think there was a knife out at one point.
Yeah.
So it would have been good if Alexa's dad was there.
Yeah. Show me your dick.
Show me your dick. I'm so alpha. Show us your dick. Let's all show our dicks.
Let's all pee on these cookies.
Come on. Tolu and Dom, they do a fake out. Tolu comes back alone. Apparently Dom approached Harry about things and they really connected and became friends. Harry says he really wants to see Dom fall in love.
Oh, that's
what Harry really wants is for Dom to fall in love, and then whoever Dom falls in love with to cheat on Dom with Harry for the press again.
Yes.
I mean, I want that to happen too.
I mean, I hope it does.
It'd be hilarious.
Harry's probably already got his eyes on Tolu.
We'd have a lot to talk about on the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
A lot to post about.
Harry's like, Tolu. She's very attractive.
Nick Lachey appears and lets everybody know that 2 guys will be leaving at the end of the night. I gotta say, I kind of forgot a lot about season 1, and as the show progressed around me, I really love this speed dating part of the show where there's a limited amount of time and always
yes,
either the men or the women are sweating. It's really fun. It's a very good format for a show. I think it's kind of underappreciated that it's perfect match.
It creates these fun swaps like we had last season with Nick and Shane swapping with Izzy and who else? There was one other person I'm trying to remember.
Was Chloe part of? I don't know. I forget.
No, but I love these. Yeah, yes, I love these. These swaps are great, and it's weirdly strategic.
Yeah. It's just a really smart format for a show. It should be watched more. It's good. Is this kinetic content? Is this the Love Is Blind?
Yes, people? I believe they're kinetic.
Yeah, that's why it's good.
Yeah.
That's why it's good. Yeah. So the ladies have a chat, and Tolu says she's torn because Dom is tall, dark, and handsome, but she's more attracted to personality, and Izzy has that. At this point, I think personality is a toss-up at this point. Between the two. Yeah.
Which one makes you fall asleep the slowest?
Basically? Yes. Izzy and Micah. This is great. So Izzy tells Micah he can tell Steven isn't for her, and she seems shyer than she is. Because he's seen all of her TikToks, he's seen her high school records, her dental records, all of that. Yeah. Micah
already met with most of her extended family.
Yes. Micah says it's hard because some of the people she wants to talk to are chatting with her girls, and Cass says you need to get over that because you hold the power. Well, Izzy says, all right, time to dive in. We should have a chat. And I'm not sure if he knows this, but he licks his lips a couple times. He's like, we should have a chat.
Oh, no.
He's ready.
It's because he's breathing so heavily. He's nervous. And then he's chapping his lips. And then
I know. Yeah. And then Micah goes, Kaz, let's go talk. Save me.
Throughout that whole scene, though, I felt like you could see that coming because the body language from Micah, she was turned 45 degrees almost the whole time towards Kaz.
Dude,
not really looking in the direction of Izzy that often.
I was turned 45 degrees away from my TV, so I didn't have to be facing Izzy through the screen. It was very uncomfortable.
Yes. Yeah. That seemed impractical, but yeah.
I had pity on the man. It was so uncomfortable.
Yes.
And he's an insurance salesman.
I know.
I had pity on him.
I know. I think he was trying to tap into his insurance salesman alter ego when he was talking to Micah, but it just came across worse even.
Yeah. I think that it's all the other guys have just outwardly said so many awful things, and Izzy is just you're cool. Oh, I kind of feel bad for him.
Izzy comes in.
What's up, guys? And everyone else is like, "Oh, it's an all-you-can-eat buffet. I get sex cookies. I love toxicity.
Guys, let's take out our dick.
Yeah, show me your dick. Let's see your dick. Do you have foreskin?" And Izzy's like, "Oh, I like your Instagram. You're my crush.
You have a puppy, right?
Yeah." It's like, okay.
Nice to meet you.
And everyone's like,
there's no toxicity here. Be gone, Izzy.
And everyone's like, fuck him. He's bald.
It's so sad.
Yeah, and he doesn't even realize that they don't like him because he's bald. He's like, I'm old and short, and nobody cares about that.
Yeah. Oh, poor guy.
They care that he looks like the guy. They don't care that he looks like the guy that made the atomic bomb. They care that he looks like the atomic bomb. How fucked up is that?
Yeah. He keeps thinking in his mind that he's Leonardo DiCaprio or Cillian Murphy, but really he's just bald Leo and bald Cillian.
Oh my God.
Which is worse.
So Kaz and Micah talk, and they say their current matches have plateaued, and they feel they have a connection, and they're like, we need to have some conversations. So Steven and Kaz talk, and they're like, we need to swap partners. And Steven doesn't even like take a second to react, and he's like, wife swap. You know, I kind of love this.
That's great.
Is another person. Him and Dominique, I said in our cast assessment, they were both pretty boring on their current seasons, but I said sometimes you have to trust casting directors because they know these people better than us, and they know that they might be more fun on their other seasons. And I think Steven is a good douche. I think he's like
a good douche. Yes,
he knows. He's like, I'm willing to be messy and do things, and he was instantly like, oh, that would be fun, you know. And on a show like this, like if you're not connecting with someone, I'm not even saying it's like that douchey. It's like, well, we're all attractive. I'm not connecting with you. I want to stay on the show, like strategically. Like I think anybody should do this. You wouldn't be like, is it why? You know, like I think it makes
fun.
Sense. Yeah,
I think it's fun.
I think, you know, if I was on the show, I was single in a situation, I'd be like, yeah, like why wouldn't you do this? You're not connecting with anybody.
A good swap,
yeah, especially if
ABC had this show as a hit. For years.
Xanthi says she's never done a swap in her life, but she's all about the bad boy vibes. But you know what she's thinking about, right? She just wants those toes getting sucked.
That's right.
You know, she's gonna turn the cameras around, get those toes sucked.
Opa.
Listen, I'm gonna keep it classy over here. You can keep it half gentleman over there and whatever. But
okay.
Marissa Tomei strikes again.
She's gonna set up like a toe sucking glory hole so she can pretend that she's not doing it.
Toe sucking glory hole. How big are we talking? We talking big toe? We talking pinky toe? What are we talking here?
I was thinking like all of her toes fitting through, but I like the idea of like
just one toe,
separate ones for each toe, where one goes through.
I love that.
I love sucking toes. I don't know.
Bam, bam. Man, I love sucking toes. I don't know. I don't know.
Just something about having those toes in my mouth.
Toes
rolling around.
I can get feet horny. Yeah. So they all agree on the swap, and Steven and Xanthi match, and Micah and Kaz match. Izzy and Tolu. Izzy talks about how great their connection has gotten stronger, but he's so awkward. He tells her he wants to hang out with her because they have a genuine, organic, certified farm fresh connection.
Wow.
Yes.
And if she's interested in any great life insurance packages, he's got plenty.
Yeah, he can sell it to her. Just don't Google Globe Life Insurance, fraud, any of that. Just don't do it. Just buy the plan.
Scheme. Don't
do it. Conventions, any of it.
Texas Rangers. You don't want it. No. Dom
and Harry. Dom says, fill me in. Harry's like, I've been gassing up to Tolu. Dom has basically fallen in love already. You know, Dom is head over heels. Dom says last time didn't work out because he's insecure and he didn't actively pursue anything. So I think Dom's going to double down. But then he got cheated on.
Oh, no.
Because they were definitely in a real relationship.
I did like how when Dom came on, he made that comment about how he always forgets that he wins. It's like, maybe it's because you never got your prize.
Yeah. He never got his tickets to anywhere in the world.
I know. That's so sad.
Well, because they were going to go on
He just wanted to go to Cleveland so bad.
They were going to go on the
Rock and
Titanic
Roll Museum.
They were going to go on the Titanic submersible, but it didn't end up working out. Yeah. Sad. Yeah. Dom and Tolu. Dom throws it down and says he's only interested in Tolu. He says Michael B. Jordan could show up and things would change, but for now, let's explore that. You know, I think that's actually one of the most reasonable things Dom has ever said.
Yes. Yeah.
And what a great addition to the cast that would be.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yes.
I'd love it. Be awesome.
It would flip the game on its head.
Maybe he could do a cameo just like the new Space Jam movie where they go, and coming in from the Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan. And then it's Michael B. Jordan that walks in.
Oh.
And everybody's like, I really thought it was Michael Jordan from the Chicago Bulls.
I think at this point, people might be more excited for Michael B. Jordan, though. I think they'd be like, oh, thank God it's Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah. Well, yeah, maybe. Yeah, there's not a lot of 90s Bulls fans in this group.
Well, I think the men might be excited for Michael Jordan. I think the women...
Basketball's not big in London, though, so every Jowsey, he
wouldn't care.
He wouldn't be into it.
I think the women might be excited for Michael B. Jordan because it's a dating show. And he's very hot.
But Michael Jordan is also...
Oh, he's still got it.
Michael Jordan's getting cookies every morning, let me tell you what.
So Dom and Tolu match. Tolu lets Izzy down and he says he's not mad. He's not going to give her a Titanic speech. He's okay with it. And he says he doesn't want to be sleeping next to a girl for the next couple of nights he's no connection with, and he walks away.
Sad.
It's really sad. Bye-bye.
See, I didn't see him walking away. What I saw is his ice cold, dead hand being ripped off the door and him floating down into the depths of the ocean.
I thought it was the moon setting and the sun rising, but it was his head.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Aaron was like, is that some Tuesday?
Yeah, it's Wallace and Gromit and Ari Jowsey go to the moon to get some cheese. We're going to build a rocket ship to go to the moon. Look, I'm Ari Jowsey. I'm made out of clay now. Oh.
A spoonful of cheddar helps the motion go down.
Speaking of our favorite boy,
Harry.
Harry.
You're a fucking wizard, love.
His love language is quality time and getting his penis touched. So why isn't Elise touching his penis? That's his love language. It's actually cruel.
That's fucked up.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
And she says she's heard terrible things about him. And he's like, well, what if I said that about you? What if I said that you had I said I heard terrible things about you. And she's like, well, I haven't done anything terrible. So.
It's sound logic.
Yeah. He says in confessional, well, this is where things change. Because he said that he wasn't here to have sex. But then he says in confessional, he's here to have sex with his future wife in a closet. So I think he is here.
Shifting the goalposts a little bit here.
Yeah, maybe he's changed. But he still wants to fall in love, but he just wants to have sex.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he's fallen in love now, so things are different.
He won't truly know if he's in love with the person or not until he has sex.
That's a classic.
Until one blowjob.
That's a classic.
I just need one blowjob and then I'll know if this is the woman of my dreams.
Classic manipulation. It's really, they continue to argue about her touching his cock and they begrudgingly match. A beautiful relationship.
Wonderful.
Beautiful. Wow. Dominique and Chris. Chris says, I want to get to know you more, but she says, let me talk to Brayton first. So her and Brayton talk. He's sweating from the heat and because he's worried. She says in confessional she wants to match with Brayton, but she knows it would be bad for her sanity. She says, Brighton says, why aren't we fighting? I want to argue. He says, I'm not here to play. We've had some good conversations. Have they? We haven't seen them.
Pilates yoga conversation.
Yeah, that was good. That was very intellectually stimulating.
Yeah. I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, I was like, wow, this is deep.
I did think it was Brighton's strategy here was really funny of leading into the arguing thing and being like,
yeah, it's good.
She'll like this. She'll like it.
Well, it's funny.
I
He's
should
kind
make
of
her
right.
cry again. She'll like
That is what she says she'd like. She's like, my therapist is I like toxicity. So yes, I do.
Maybe she should start listening to her.
But my therapist hasn't fixed anything yet. We've just addressed the issues. So I guess until my therapist is me, it's up to my therapist to resolve it.
All my therapist ever does is send me cookies the next day saying best session ever. It's just stupid. I don't get it.
So Chris does the hottest thing ever, which is he says, Brighton's being an alpha right now, so I'm going to be an alpha too.
I got to be a bigger douche than him.
Yeah, out douche. And he says he's going to...
One thing I know girls like is if you're even worse and an even bigger douche.
I'm going to cock block it. Just remember, I'm the guy that doesn't give a fuck, so I'm going to give a fuck in this situation.
I'm going to cock block with my extra foreskin, and there's nothing he could do about it.
Who do you want?
He's bald. I'm not. I've got foreskin.
Brighton doesn't like being disrespected though. And then they're like holding hands for a second. They like do the handshake, but they're like holding hands. I don't know if there's like tension there or if they're just kind of like holding them. It gets very awkward.
It's very weird.
It's very weird. But Dominique, she walks away. I don't think I could walk away. I think I would love this conversation. But she says, what does she say?
Can definitely see Brighton like verbally lifting up his leg and trying to piss all over Chris.
No, he was peeing on a cookie to give to you the next morning. Right. You should have appreciated it.
These guys are just peeing everywhere.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of untrained dogs in the house or something.
Yeah. But Brighton says if they weren't there and Chris had disrespected him like that, things would have gone down a lot differently. Like if this were Squid Game, he probably would have killed him.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
You're allowed to do that in Squid Game.
Yeah, his like pack thing with the dye would have come out of it.
Yeah.
Would have been over.
That would have been cool though.
Yeah. So Dominique ends things with Brighton. He's very upset about Prince Charming. Very upset about it.
Yeah. Yep.
And Dominique asks Chris to match, but you can tell she's not that into it. And I don't think he's that into her. So
no, I think she's setting herself up for failure here.
Yeah.
Because next it's going to be more girls that come in instead of guys. So
she better start working some other guys.
You got to, yeah, she should. Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise she's gone. She's a goner.
That's sad. I've enjoyed her.
Or she could start working some of the other girls.
Yeah, we will have to see if anybody who comes in is bi or anything. I don't know everyone's sexuality. Or is bi there. I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't know.
We shall see. All we know is that Chris isn't going to be offended by
it. No, it's fun. It's fun for him.
It's cool.
For him. It's cool.
Threesome.
It's a bonus. Threesome. Guaranteed.
Guaranteed threesome.
Yes, that's how it works. Compatibility challenge. The kissing challenge is back. This didn't have the same like gravitas the last one had. I think that
some tough graders.
If you're gonna repeat the challenge though, maybe you should up it a little bit. I felt like this like lowered it. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like it was like it happened too soon. It was just not the same for me.
Well, I think maybe they were hoping, the sooner you do it, people may not know who their partner was, so they can't like cheat. Yeah, I mean?
But I feel like there were more feelings involved last time when they did it.
Yeah, that's true.
But also Shane,
there was like I said, harsh grading on this one. Like last time, there was a lot of 9s thrown out. This time it was like mostly the only time you were giving a 10 was to the person that you knew for a fact was your partner. And you were
I think the house was nicer last season.
They were, yeah.
I mean, you had like Joey, who like is like a genuinely nicer person. You had, I don't know, like just like Carousel is nice. Like, I don't know, just overall nicer people.
Yes. A lot of 4s doled out this season.
Yes. And you had Xanthi, who refused to kiss anyone. Wow.
Crazy.
All right.
No kissing.
No licking competition, it would have been different.
Yeah, but no.
Nope.
No way. If Shuby was there, she probably would have kissed him. But
who wouldn't?
Who wouldn't?
Look at the little guy.
Can you imagine how drunk Shuby would get in this fucking house? I'd party with Shuby. The man's a menace.
Just enough. Yeah.
Let's talk about it. So we get to everybody kisses, and we get to can we say how awkward Harry looks kissing everyone? Even though he says he's the best kisser on this side of the Brooklyn Bridge, but like when he's kissing Micah, he says Brooklyn, but we know he meant to say London. He's been in the U.S. for too long. He has both hands around his neck, and he's like slipping. It's like very awkward, but hey, it must be British style.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Kind of like how they drive in a different lane than us. Yeah.
Yes. So let's get to the results. The winner with the highest combined score for each other will win. Steven and Xanthi. Steven gave a 6 to Tolu, who he guessed correctly, but he says he didn't like any of the kisses. What a bad boy. He's such a bad boy. Well, it's because he was kissing mouths and not feet, you know?
Yeah. He's like, it wasn't Ariana Grande, it wasn't Kate Beckinsale, it wasn't any of the ladies.
And it was lips. I got no toenail, got no dirt. It was just lips.
Yeah.
I want some dirty feet right out of a Birkenstock. And Micah, he gave a 3. He says she almost chipped his tooth. The second season in a row. We've had a chipped tooth thing coming out. Xanthi, no scores. You know,
these people need to find better dentists.
Yeah,
the glue that these dentists are using it's not good glue.
Yeah, because they all have veneers. So shouldn't these veneers be better?
Oh yeah.
Weak veneers. Yeah,
maybe they should go to Izzy and ask about insurance policies to get better insurance, better veneers.
Dom and Tolu. Dom gave Tolu a 7 and Micah a 4. Tolu gave Steven a 9, said they were in sync, and she gave Chris a 4. She says she didn't remember it. He admits it was pretty bad. So she gave Dom a 5 though, and says she is mortified. Mortified. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I suck at this game.
Yeah, he needs to work on it.
Do you think he got a 5 because she fell asleep halfway through the kiss? You think that's
what I do whenever he talks?
Yeah.
Chris and Dominique. Chris give the highest score to Elise, a 7. Says, but Elise says, I just feel friendship with him. I like how she gets to just have a friendship with him, but forces this man on other people. It's like he's really mature and a good guy, but I would only be friends with him.
Wild stuff.
Wow. Low, a 4 for Dominique. He says it could have been worse. He's not too concerned. She says he probably did it to get a reaction. I like how she can read him like really well. She's like, yeah, he's a douchebag. He sucks.
Oh yeah.
I'm stuck with him. Dominique gave a 9 to Chris, and Low they didn't give us. Harry and Elise. Harry gave a 10 to Micah. This is probably because she let him choke her. Was probably part of it.
I guess so.
And he gave a 2 to Dominique. She says she doesn't care. And 8 he gave an Elise to, and he says he knew it was her. So I think this is probably because she won't touch his penis. I think it was was payback.
He knew it was her and gave her an 8, but another woman a 10. Okay.
Yes, and he says he knew it was her. So
a little bit of nagging happening there.
Yeah. Elise gave Harry a 9. We didn't see anything else. Kaz and Micah. Kaz gave Micah a 10, and Micah gave Kaz a 10. I think they knew it was each other and they gave each other 10. Yeah, good for them. I think people did that last season.
They were like,
too.
spell out the alphabet in my mouth if it's you.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
Whoever won this last season, I think, did strategically. I also think the game was played different last season, whatever it was.
Yes.
And I remember Nick doing the calculations and being like, something is off the way that this was scored. Like it was like manipulated. But yeah, so Kaz and Micah win. And they go on this date. And did you do the same thing that when there was like a bald guy dancing, did you also think that it was Izzy at first?
Yes, absolutely.
I was like, oh, Izzy's salsa dancing. They're going to get a salsa dance lesson from Izzy. They're going to get a salsa dance lesson from the bomb from Oppenheimer.
Izzy's new storyline in his head is Dirty Dancing now. It's not Titanic. It's switched to Dirty Dancing.
Wow, that could really go a lot of different ways.
It really could.
Knowing the plot of Dirty Dancing.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're going to see him in a tractor fight, a little playing chicken.
That is Footloose, Ben.
Oh, that's right. I always get those two mixed up.
Thank God I was here.
Wow.
I love the tractor fight during Footloose, though.
That's great. It is
great. Micah says she's only kissed one person a day. Kaz says he's kissed two, but he was on holiday. So when you're on holiday, 2 is 1 and 1 is 2.
Yes.
Micah proposes it would be spicy and fun to send Harry and Elise on dates. She tells us she's a bad bitch who wants to play to win.
Ooh.
And that's where we are. Ooh.
Oh my God!
Wow. I like the move. She's here to win, split up the most powerful couple with the most chemistry who are destined to get married.
That's right.
She wants to marry Harry, our other favorite reality show.
Meanwhile, Harry is like praying. He's like,
please send me on a date with someone who will touch my wee-wee. Please.
I need a cookie.
I need a cookie with pee-pee on it. Please.
Oh, so we're probably gonna have 4 women coming in next 2 episodes. That's what it's looking like.
4 women the next 2 episodes,
or 2 women. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, yeah.
2 new ladies.
There'll be 4 women on the board. Yeah.
4 women on the board. 2 new ladies.
I can't think of who the people. Oh, well, Jess will probably be one of them.
Yep.
Jessica. They're probably like all
the handles, I think.
Yeah, Hurricane Holly from Too Hot to Handle is one of them. They're probably all from Too Hot to Handle. Like, who else is left? Like,
Yep.
So it will be
They're
fun.
gonna try and bring in Jess as soon as possible, I think.
Oh, definitely. Just that Trevor hasn't been shown in the edit at all. I think he's not gonna be on the season.
I bet you he'll have like an in and out moment.
Yeah, he'll come in at the end like LC or something, like in and out type deal.
Like I think he'll be on the show, but barely.
Yeah, because he wasn't even like in the background of a shot.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Well, this was really fun. We're going to be back tomorrow, Saturday, June 8th, around the same time. So be sure to go to youtube.com/reality alert and subscribe. Go to Instagram, Reality Alert Podcast. Follow us there. We're going to be posting memes and come join us live. Go in the chat. It's going to be really, really fun. We do like to respond to comments if we can, and we're not too busy cracking amazing jokes. And patreon.com/reality alert on Tuesday. We're going to be back with Match Center for Perfect Match bonus content. It never stops, does it, Ben? Never. Yes. And special shout out to our very long-term Patreon subscriber and podcast listener, Nicole. Happy birthday. It is your birthday. Enjoy it. Wow. Ben, anything else today?
No, that's it. Patreon.com/reality alert. All the great bonus content you could ever want.
Great. Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert.
Harry, Harry, Harry.